Myself, architect Aftabhusen, Madakiya.
We are the co-founders of Architecture Mannerism Design Studio, located in Ahmedabad and Morbi. Today we are going to be discussing a project which is a residential bungalow located in the Morbi city of Gujarat. Now, talking about the context of the site is located in the heart of the city and is very well connected to the Sanala Road, which is one of the most important streets of Morbi. The site has a plot area of 1030 square feet. It is located in a residential society that mostly has two-story structures with narrow streets. The site is covered on all three sides by other properties, so it was a challenge to bring in proper light and ventilation. The site faces the southwest direction, due to which very harsh sunlight falls on it throughout the day. It was a key factor while designing. At the front, the site measures 29 feet, whereas it is squared at the back, measuring 23 feet. The plot was relatively compact and the client was very well aware of it. So the brief ultimately became to accommodate all the requirements without compromising on the comfort of the spaces and light and ventilation in the spaces. The front of the site faces a small 20 feet street. So we left a setback at the front, which allowed us to maintain privacy while also having good connectivity with the street. So leaving this setback allowed us to create an informal space which houses a lot of activities throughout the day and also cuts the direct engagement of the house with the street. Now coming to the planning of the house, firstly we divided the plot into two parts, wherein the straighter part of the plot was used to accommodate the main activities, whereas the squared part was used to accommodate the services. The client was very specific that he didn't want claustrophobic spaces. He wanted the spaces to be open with large openings and proper light and ventilation. So at the ground floor, the living room, dining area and the kitchen were designed in such a way that they are visually connected with each other, and also there is some level of privacy in the kitchen. OTS were provided near the master bedroom and above the wash area to assure proper light and ventilation. Coming to the first floor, the bedroom at the back was the same as on the ground floor, whereas the master bedroom was provided above the living room. Also, the master bedroom had two attached balconies. The main function of the balconies was to provide shade to the walls at the ground floor. The staircase acts as a central spine of the house, as all the main activities of the house is connected to the staircase. The front of the site faces the southwest direction, which receives very harsh sunlight and heat during the day. To reduce the impact of the heat on the walls, balconies were projected outside, which shaded the wall, as a result reducing the heat absorption. The elevation that we designed for the house has a very form follows function character in itself. Very simple use of materials in the elevation was done so as to keep the elevation very minimal and simple. Texture plaster was used to cover the exterior walls in the elevation, and the walls at the entrance and the balcony was cladded using the natural stone chips. When we started the interior design of this house, the ideology was to not change or tamper the natural character of this house. To achieve that, we tried to keep the elements to the minimum, and the materials used were kept in the natural state as much as possible. We tried to use as much natural material as possible in the interior, like the use of wood and veneer was done extensively. Now to complement those material, the other material palettes was very neutral. The specific highlight of the interior design is the dining area. The dining area was designed to fruitfully use the space below the staircase. Parametric form was incorporated to break the solid forms and rigidity around the house. The concept for designing the interior of the master bedroom was to use different forms of wood, ceramic wooden tiles, laminate, veneer, natural wood. All of these were used in a composition to form the interior design of the master bedroom. The wood was covered till lintel and above it was kept plain white to highlight the wooden texture all over the room. Our approach towards this particular project was to try and reduce the ratio of service versus function to get the maximum floor space for the user.